I welcome you to a wonderful conversation today with a top businessman of Sri Lanka, and definitely we are being extremely lucky today to have made sure that he does allocate a wee bit of his time in his busy schedule to make sure that everyone on Derana does get a little bit of experience as to his expertise. Well, I won't keep you waiting. I did say it's a very special person, and this individual is a top name in the IT field here in Sri Lanka. So I welcome, without further ado, Mr. Tony Weerasinghe, the CEO of Millennium IT. Mr. Weerasinghe, it's lovely to have you here.
Thank you. It's a pleasure for me to be here.
Lovely. So we were speaking about your involvement in the field, the world of IT. So let's speak about it. How did things start off?
Well, I've been in the IT field from, I think, that gives my age away, but from 83, I think, 83 when I started. I was with DMS, a company called DMS, being a WANG programmer. I don't think people even program using WANG computers anymore. So I was there, and of course I rose up the ladder and I became country manager Oracle for them. So I've been in computers, but running a company was entirely a different experience. It was not by design, but it fell into my lap that a company I was working, when I was wanting to leave, they said, why don't you take this? So I bought that company called Open Systems Division with 12 people and started Millennium in 1996.
Lovely. So way back in 1996 was your total brainchild. You started off Millennium IT. So from inception up till right now, I would like to know what kind of work you get involved with this particular company.
We are involved in two major areas.
All
One
right.
is we call the proprietary software, where we built our own software. The other area was integration services, which we now call the division as Enterprise Services Division. There we integrate major machines. We are partnering well-known names like Oracle, Sun, IBM, you name Cisco, all the big names we have partnership with. So we were doing that as a part of the operation initially. Then we also used to represent third-party firms like ERP software like MAN, Oracle Financials, and we used to build our own software. So that's how we started. But during the years that we were working towards this, I realized that we can't be in every angle. So we started concentrating on the Enterprise Services Division of integrating, which we had, but dropped all third-party software and started focusing on capital markets to automate stock exchanges, brokerage houses, clearing houses, that kind of thing, a very niche market.
Lovely, yes, a niche market definitely. Now you did mention the whole fact of stock markets, yes. So we come to the London Stock Exchange. Now something really special that definitely all Sri Lankans should be very proud about did happen when the London Stock Exchange came around and acquired your company. So how did everything fall in place, and how did that happen?
Well, I think when we were bidding for stock exchanges around the world, we were bidding with software vendors.
That's right.
So it was easy for us to compete. But then the world changed. Our competition became stock exchanges, like the New York Stock Exchange or the Nasdaq Stock Exchange was a competitor of ours. And at that time I realized, how can a little company like Millennium win a project with such brand names fighting for the same job? Because it was not an IT deal anymore. And I was telling people, if the Colombo Stock Exchange had a tender today, they won't take Millennium. And people kept asking, why do you think that? Because I said, even if we are far cheaper and we have better technology, they like to be associated with a brand name,
the big names,
New York Stock Exchange or the Nasdaq. And it came to so we were winning, which we call the alternative exchanges, which are not the recognized stock exchanges around the world who are competing. But it became very difficult to win a stock exchange at one point. And at that time I decided I need a partner, I need a stock exchange as well. And I looked around to see who's there in the world, the big ones, the tier one. New York had their own technology, they have about 6 technologies. Nasdaq had their own technology, they bought a company called OMX as well. the next big one was the London Stock Exchange, and I said, no, they don't have technology. They don't have a technology by which they own, and I think I should target them and make sure that, you know, I get them interested in our software. And it so happened that they were interested in looking for a new system, and it so happened that a brilliant lad from Sri Lanka made sure that we came number one in their technical list. But it was difficult for them to buy the software from us because we were so small. We were very big here, but in the world we were a tiny little company. So when I met the CEO, he told me, Tony, it's very difficult for me to buy software. So I said, how do I win this deal with you? He said, I need a stake of your company. And I said, how much do you want? And he said, if it's 51%, it's going to be a no-brainer. Then I can take the stake. Then I spoke with my seniors and said 51% doesn't make sense, but 51% of
the entire thing
business. So we agreed to sell the entire thing in exchange for shares of the London Stock Exchange.
Oh, okay.
So we did a merger kind of a thing, except the outside investors who were with Millennium got paid money, but me and the employees got the London Stock Exchange share. And one of the conditions was that in this deal that we have to be kept separate. We keep doing what we keep doing.
All right.
And we are London Stock Exchange, just another investor. And true to their word, we structured the merger that way, that we are kept separately. And to date, no management change. I still run the company. And there are just 2 board members from the London Stock Exchange just sits as an investor.